Now, you're watching Friday Night Blitz on Newswatch 12.
Wildfire smoke may have filled the valley. It may have moved games up north, but the smoke may have attempted to slow the football world, but it did not break our spirit. It certainly didn't break the spirit of our local athletes who have already been through so much. The Blitz goes on. I'm Josh Sheldon alongside Cameron Derby.
Yeah, let tonight serve as a message. If it's Friday night, there's going to be football. I commend the local teams for figuring out whatever it would take to get these games in. None happened here in the Valley, but we pulled some strings. We at least got some highlights for you.
6A action in McNary. The Celtics with the ball early in the first quarter. Screen pass goes to Gunnar Smedia. And a couple of missed tackles later, he's off, breaks away from another, an ankle breaker, and Gunnar guns it. He's going all the way to the house on a 75-yard catch and run. That's 6 for McNary.
Explosive type of speed. We head over to the second quarter. South threatening to score. Deacon Edgar rolls out of the pocket, finds Colton Samus all alone in the end zone. The Panthers, though, fall to McNary on the road, 35-13. Ashland and Henley at Willamette High School. Henley up big, but the slip screen got him guessing. Gavin White slips through the defensive line, bouncing all over guys, breaking tackles, but eventually he will stumble and head over to the house with it.
But Mazama was way too overbearing. We should say Henley. Coach Stork told us Logan Whitlock would be a great back this year, and there he is. The long run helps Henley lock the ability to drain the clock, and the Hornets beat the Grizz 35-14. Two of the top 4A teams in the state battling in Coos Bay. QB keeper near the goal line, and Tyson Van Gatzel puts the Vikings on the board early. Mazama out to a quick lead.
But here comes Marshfield. Pierce Davidson gets the screen, and the 6'7" senior can run. Pirates respond to Mazama on a 30-yard touchdown reception. Marshfield holds off. Mazama comeback win, 35-20. St. Mary's got an early score in the first quarter, leading 7-0. North Valley goes to Nate Love to sweep to the right side, and he falls into the end zone for 6. Extra point is no good, 7-6. St. Mary's.
Field goal gives the Knights the lead. Eli Haynes for St. Mary's dances in the pocket, finds Hamir Patel over the middle. Doesn't go down easy and puts the Crusaders ahead by 5 in the second quarter. St. Mary's down 1 with 50 seconds to play. A field goal to take the lead. It's tipped. Nate Love gets a hand on it to seal the North Valley victory up in Sutherland.
The second game at Sutherland High School actually includes the Bulldogs taking on Phoenix in the first quarter. Sutherland's Thomas Mentes gets the ball and bulldozes through the Phoenix defense. Sutherland takes a 6-0 lead.
Ensuing drive from Phoenix. William Greenwood gets the ball headed left. No, wait. No, he's going right. He finds room in greener pastures. Nobody's going to catch him. It's the only Pirates touchdown of the game. 46-6. Sutherland wins. Plenty of other games going on around Oregon for our local teams, and just because we're not playing in our backyard doesn't mean we don't have some results for you. Stop in the third quarter because of the smoke, and head coach John Getman tells us that the game will not be made up, goes down as a no contest. Eagle Point comes up just a touchdown short against Churchill in their match.
Grants Pass falls to Bend on the road 27-7. The Pelicans also go down in their game against Woodburn. And in a 1A ball, Prospect Charter Butte falls. Combined 6-man team to falls to Powers. And Lost River drops the home opener to St. Paul 36-24.
For several weeks, the North Medford Black Tornado prepared for the day, the start of the 2021 regular season.
Yeah, but each and every day the team had to face challenge, that smoke that's been covering the Rogue Valley for weeks. Newswatch 12's Brett Taylor has the story on the impacts that it's already making on that program.
Yeah, guys, it hasn't been easy for the Black Tornado over the last couple of weeks. Week by week, the team hoped that the smoke would clear out of the Rogue Valley for good, but week by week, the smoke stayed. Now, because of that, the team has had to adjust by practicing inside of their gym when the AQI has been over 150, which we all know is not really the best spot for a football practice. There's less room to run your plays, and you really can't have much contact with other players. The smoke truly putting a burden on this team to adjust to.
The air quality's just been disastrous for us, and that's stuff that with our practice schedules the way it's been, we've had every single varsity, JV, and freshman team indoors. It's been enormously stressful for those athletes and those coaches, because if you're a football player and you're playing on a football field that of our size, it's exceptionally difficult to run your offensive schemes.
Now the Black Tornado have a big challenge for them coming up next week against West Linn. This Friday would have been a great testing ground to see how this team was going to look this season, but we'll just have to wait next week to see how they fare against West Linn.
Historically, North Medford has been known for its physicality and its consistency in competing for state championships. Then the program suffered a bit of a lull in the mid-2000s. As of recent, Steve Turner got the team back on the right path. Now it's up to head coach Nathan Chin to complete the task of returning North to what it was like in the heyday.
I really got my mindset when I decided I was going to go for it. That yes, Coach Turner, as a coach that I respect tremendously, kind of really set a solid foundation for it, right? And so, as far as the kids that are in the program, even some of the discipline that's involved within the program, the toughness that's with these kids, they have that. And so what I've really been trying to do is then implement some of the things that are me, and really I say me is, so the things I've learned over the last 20 years of either working with Coach Olson, with Matt Sayre, working, obviously with Coach Howard, and the things that he brought to SOU. I think that gave me some light to be able to take a different approach to a program like this and not really thinking about it as pressure.
And that's how you want you and your team to feel. But let me ask you this. How do you want other teams to feel about you? When a team looks on the schedule and they see North Medford at Spiegelberg, what do you want them to feel like?
Oh, they have to know they're coming to a place that's going to be loud. They're going to be in a place that, a team that's going to be physical. I'm a big believer in having an extremely disciplined team. So we want to, and I think those are things that we have to continue to gain some more respect of the teams up north.
We got more to go to on the Blitz, a lot more actually. The Ducks are set for a season opener tomorrow. Autzen will come alive for the first time in nearly 2 years, but will the smoke allow it? And what will that trip be like if you're headed over? That's up next.
There's already been some shakeups and surprises in the world of college football, but tomorrow Ducks fans hoping there will be no surprises at Autzen Stadium. If the Ducks survive tomorrow, a big one is in store next week. Tomorrow
morning, the Autzen Zoo will roar back to life. Cameron, you may know as good as anybody here that place gets noisy. There haven't been fans there in a long time. Those fans will be ready to make the ground shake. Oregon takes on Fresno State tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. Fresno State is already 1-0 on the season. The Pride of the Valley opened up a 45-point can of domination on UConn in week 0. This team has the ability to stack up big plays if you let them. That is where Oregon's new-look defense will come into play. Fresno State quarterback Jake Haener may try to turn and test the Oregon corners and linebackers. Those positions for the Ducks still look to be mid-battle and game-time decisions.
Tomorrow, some of you Oregon fans may be headed up to the game in Eugene. I want to utilize the services of Chief Meteorologist Matt Hoffman. The smoke has already had a real impact on teams here, and it even followed some of our teams to Eugene today. What's the game look like for the Ducks and even the fans there?
Some better news for fans tomorrow. So here's a look at our smoke forecast. As we go throughout the day, as we get towards kickoff at 11, there may be a little bit of haze up in Eugene, but really the smoke will be clearing out as we head through the afternoon. So all in all, up north, heading to Eugene for the Ducks game, it looks fantastic. Temperatures will be pretty warm by halftime, already up to 80, and then by the end of the game, we're going to be well into the 80s. A west breeze, about 5 to 10 miles per hour. So a little bit of haze, but we should see some pretty good air quality for the Ducks taking on Fresno State. Guys.
Thank you, Matt. And still to come on the Friday Night Blitz, we've got our first top play nominees. We got plays from all over Oregon to comb through. The best 3 coming up next.
Play of the week time, game of the week time. Why not both? On the Friday Night Blitz, we get to do it all, but we start with the return of the play of the week competition. This one's a treat.
Always a treat. To catch you up, Cameron and I pick out the best 3 plays of the week. Then we let you vote on which one is the best. You can vote at kdrv.com/contest. So let the contest begin. We start with William Greenwood of Phoenix High School. He gets the ball, headed left, red light. Right turn arrow is green though, so he takes that route. Foot on the gas and he's gone. First score of the fall for the Pirates is a good one. Pretty good first play of the week nominee of the fall, if you ask me.
Now remember, back on the NCAA 13 video game, the main message, the main lesson was the slip screen always works. Gavin White reminds us why. It's a simplistic play, but my man breaks tackle after tackle, gets himself inside the end zone. Ashland suffered a blowout loss tonight, but you can still get this Grizzly a win by voting for him for Play of the Week.
Now, you knew this one was going to be on here. We love us some special teams, but Nate Love is on a whole nother level. Breaks through the line and gets a hand on the football to block the go-ahead field goal with 50 seconds left in the game. Big-time effort, deserves some big-time love.
Well, our game of the week didn't get to happen this week. We're really hoping that the smoke will filter through and give next week's game a chance because, wow, it's a good one.
It is going to be a very good one. Next week, a battle of the champions, Mazama and Cascade Christian meeting at U.S. Cellular. The Vikings will make their way out of the basin and try to avenge tonight's loss. John Getman's challengers will attempt to actually finish a game. Hopefully no smoke, but this looks like a good team.
Yeah, they sure do. Keith Reed taking over the quarterback position. This dude has a rocket of an arm. There should be points scored all over the field on this one.
Now you can watch it live on KDRV Antenna Classics. That, of course, is if this smoke gets out of the way on time. Thanks for watching us for the Friday Night Blitz, and thank you to our friends up in Eugene at KZI. Could not have had this show with as many highlights as we did without them.
Yeah, and there's going to be a lot of friends in Eugene. They're going to be booming through Autzen tomorrow.
That's right.
That reminds me, college football game night tomorrow at 8 o'clock or immediately after the late ABC game. That's Josh Shelton. I'm Cameron Derby. Enjoy football all day tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow.